This was really bad, and unfortunately, I discovered that quite early, and it meant that I did one of two things to me. First of all, it pissed me off. Second thing is I started drafting a list of possible insults I could throw the film because I knew the review was coming. Basically, it was complete vapid nonsense about an athlete who decides he wants to become the best American football player ever. But for some reason, in terms of the substance of the film, they just decided they were going to show off the amount of work this guy's done on his physique. His shirt was off more than Jacob from Twilight, genuinely. It was like an Old Spice commercial, except they zoomed out slightly more so we could see his boxer briefs as well. Big GQ front cover vibes. Any lighting guy that did anything other than low-key lighting from the side so we could get all of the shadows across his abs was probably fired. I was just completely blinded by his areolas for 90 minutes. And I don't know, like maybe for some that's a great viewing experience, but it kind of made my afternoon a bit shit. So I'm fuming about it, and I'm just spotting again that Jordan Peele produced this film. So I'm a bit surprised about like his selection of projects there. Have some standards, Jordan, mate. The other thing this film did is try to turn it into a bit of a horror slash sport hybrid, which is quite an unusual mix, but I thought, well, I'll sit back and see what happens. It was strange, and the type of horror it went for was the sort of the stuff that's been born out of Ari Aster's era, and that is the weird type of horror. It's basically horror films for people who want to go and nervously giggle at the things that are supposed to be scary. And since that era's come out, it's basically brought people to the cinema who go to watch horrors as comedies, which is not the point of a horror film. And it's kind of diluted and ruined the genre a little bit. But that's a conversation for another day. Not a real horror. It's a sport film about American football where there's no game of American football in the entire thing. There's training montages. There's a few flashes of television, like moments, montages of them playing in the past. There's no actual game of American football in this entire film. So even if you hate American football, you'll be fine with this film. You'll hate it for all the other aforementioned reasons. But yeah, very disappointing. And don't go and see this film if you haven't caught that vibe already.